we have Nadine Hailey of the Virtual Hailey Group, and I'm really excited to speak with her and learn more about her company. So hi, Nadine, welcome to the Maryland Business Review. Can you tell us a little bit about your company?
Oh, well, thank you for having me. My name is Nadine Hailey, as you said. My company, I'm the founder and CEO of the Virtual Hailey Group. What we do here is we provide executive assistance, social media management, email marketing, and website design to small businesses, new entrepreneurs, and nonprofit organizations. I started this business because I worked for the state of Maryland for 31 years. 20 of those years I worked with the executive staff, so I had a lot of experience working with executives. In the last 10 to 11 years, I worked in leadership development programs. So that's what gave me the idea once I left to start giving some of those services to other business owners and nonprofit organizations.
Awesome. So how do you find your customers usually, and how long have you been open?
Well, I've been open since 2018, October of 2018. And I have to admit, 80% of my clients are referrals. I find a lot of them on social media. And again, one client I may get and then they refer me to someone else. So a lot of my clients are referral based.
Awesome. And I guess, with everything that's been happening over the past year, is there a trend of services that seem to be like more prevalent with all the craziness of the 2020 and COVID and everything?
Well, during the 2020 COVID, one of the things that I didn't anticipate was I do document creation. So I create documents for business as well. But what blew up was resumes. So I was shocked at that. So that really carried me a lot into 2020 when things were down. But I have to admit, my business actually grew during the pandemic because many of the small businesses who may have had a storefront and didn't have an online presence needed our services to get that online presence. So it actually grew.
Okay, great. And do you have a team behind you? Like, I guess you have the advantage of working at home, so
yes,
you have the ability to be very creative in how you provide your services.
Yes, I do have a team with me. I have two other VAs that help me as well. So some of the services we provide, I get them to take care of those. Then I partner with a lot of organizations, which I think is really important. Like I partnered with travel agency, so I'm able to provide conference coordination and things like that because of that partnership, as well as a lot of the email marketing programs. I partner with them, so that way it's not just me. I have a whole team of people that can assist me.
Right. So when someone is just raving about your services, like what are the things that they say that they're so thankful to you for?
I think most of it is the personal touch, because with VAs and anyone in this line of work, it's so online. So sometimes it can become not personal. So what we do here, and that's why I call it, we partner with a business because we actually learn what their goals are, what their missions are. And that tailors what work I do because I actually partner with the company. So I think most of the time I hear that because I add that personal touch, that they really do like that. Most of the business owners really appreciate that.
Are you like the main contact person, or
Yes.
do you okay.
I am the face of it because what I do is I implemented a weekly call with each business owner. And the reason why I do that, and I'm not saying there's not times we have to change it, but the reason why I implemented that is because there are things that I may be working on, they want me to change up on, or it's just a way for me to connect with that business owner. And sometimes it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, but I think that really is the thing that helps me understand that business owner and the mission of their business.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And what are some of the biggest challenges that you feel like you've overcome, if you had to? I mean, you said your business has grown over the past year. Has anything specific from COVID affected you, or it's kind of been a surprise in terms of growth?
Well, the one thing that I will say that, and I am implementing this month, is automating a lot of my services because of the growth. I find that it takes up a lot of time, like for the onboarding. It's a whole process I had with onboarding a new client. So a lot of those services we're automating those because it does take up time to just get everyone automated. And if I'm sending out the same documents, pretty much standard documents, I should be able to automate that. So that's one of the things that I have found was an issue as I was growing. So we've already taken care of that as well.
That's great. And I guess you're in growth mode.
Yes.
So is there anything specific that you're hoping to move further along with in terms of services or initiatives in 2021 and into next year?
Well, there are two things. The one is going to be starting soon. What we do is, because I do offer some coaching, business coaching, and in my newsletter, I have a monthly newsletter. It's called Tips and Tools. And what it is, I share some of the tools that we use. It's a lot of people that are working remotely. There's a lot of people that still have jobs, but they're working from home. So some of the tools we use are very useful. So I provide just an update on those lists. So we're going to do a boot camp. This is my second year for doing a boot camp. And this year will be tips and tools, 5 winning tips and tools for businesses. And that's one of the things we're going to do. And that's in October the 18th through the 22nd of this year. Then next year, we're going to implement our membership drive, meaning a lot of the nonprofits that I work with, they have memberships. So we have experience in that back office dealing with membership and keeping everything updated. So we're going to push for that in 2022.
Awesome. So you meaning like organizations that have members that they're trying to manage the members in their organization? Okay.
Yeah, like one of our biggest clients is the Chamber. We're the virtual assistant for the Baltimore City Chamber, and we are their back office. So we take care of a lot of the back office stuff. And so some of the processes that we use, I know that a lot of other membership organizations probably could use that type of experience.
Very good. Very good. And do you service Maryland primarily, or do you go wherever because you're remote and virtual?
I'm virtual, so I can go everywhere. Matter of fact, one of the clients we have now, well, we have them all over, but I will say Arizona probably is the farthest we have right now.
Wow. And how did they find you in Maryland? It was, I guess, from a referral, right?
It was a referral.
Wow.
It was a referral. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what are the benefits to you? What do you like most? Like, have you always worked from home, or did you transition, or what's your?
Well, like I said, I worked for the state. I worked for the state of Maryland for 31 years, and while I was there, I did incorporate working 1 day a week from home. So working from home has never been hard for me. But yeah, I worked in an office. The office environment. I call it my cubicle. And it's funny you bring that up. I wrote a book when I first retired from the state, and it's called How I Survived 31 Years in the Cubicle. Now, most people think I'm going to give the dirt on what happened in the cubicle, but it's about skill sets that I gained in working for those 31 years. So that's what it's about.
Oh, that's neat. So let's see, how long? Oh, 2018, right? Is when you opened your, okay.
Yep.
Well, very good. I'm so glad that we got to know you a little bit. I know you're super busy, so I won't take up any of your time. Is there something that, the best way for people to get in touch with you? Like how do you what's the easiest way for people to reach out to you?
The easiest way would be by email. And
okay.
My email address is office, OFFICE, at thevirtualhaileygroup.com.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nadine. I really appreciate it.
I'd like to offer one thing to your listeners as well, if I can.
Yes, of course.
We are having that boot camp in October, but it will start being promoted in August. So anyone that signs up, that's a listener here, if they put in Merlin BR 30, they will get 30% off.
So
$30 off. It's $97. So they'll get $30 off.
Well, thank you so much, Nadine. We will get this out to our listeners, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and we will stop recording.
All right. Thank you.